Hey, how's it going? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Let's see here. Lenny Kravitz, yeah. Neil Young, Chili Peppers. Some crazy acts, um, performers. Um, my mind is just so loaded with them that it won't actually come out. Stevie Wonder, so cool. Uh, Better than any of the reggae bands I think I ever saw. The blues guys, it's good stuff. I never got to see Ray Charles. Too cool. I wasn't allowed into the show actually. um, I don't know, you guys. There's a bunch of people I think are cool, but if I have to say it, I'm gonna have a conniption fit. Okay. I thought Michael Jackson and Prince were cool, but now I'm not allowed to say it, am I? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I do the science. Okay. I cracked that code before I ever went on the internet. And I went there out of desperation because I didn't know what else to do in 2001. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have had a scholarship. Should have. Absolutely. Okay. Ronald Reagan with some friends. Okay. I went to the White House in late 2014. It was actually only like I don't know, September or something. I don't know what it was. It might have been May. I don't know what it was. I remember. Probably was May or April. I don't know. I went there to the White House. Okay. And I went to Buckingham Palace, and I went to Facebook, and I went to Google like at least 15 years ago. It was like 10 years ago. My mom and she picked me up at the airport, and we went there. Okay. Just like I went to math class in 1991, and I had someone who I really loved, and that lines up with Google as much as anything. Um, that does, as much as Palo Alto and everything. And for me to have to go off on some uh, what feels like a tirade to me, because I don't have a special person, and we certainly don't have a happy home together. I never had that. That's why there's so many names you don't want me to talk about. Okay, and yet they are awesome. Okay, they're they're like the heroes of the arts, and certainly when it comes to technology, those are the heroes, uh, and that's not a coincidence. None of it is. Okay, I would like to work for people who really care. I think Richard Branson cares. Um, I like the dialectic. Okay, the tone of my own family disturbs me. Okay, I don't want to have a conversation. My dad would try to cheer me up, and I couldn't make eye contact with him. I wanted to smile, but it was like I was so miserable. And where I grew up, and the neighbors were sometimes a bit risque, to say the least. Um, and we did a lot. There was a lot of drugs, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I had found love. I would have done that. Certainly when John Lennon was still alive. Okay, it was not possible. It just wasn't. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, and all those British people, especially because that's the tradition where I kind of synchronize with. I also really love the Irish and the Germans and the French and the Western Europeans in general. I think Steven Spielberg loves the Ukrainians, but he wouldn't live there, I don't think. Okay. You know, with all the modern comforts, you know. New York is a cool, you know. I've been there. I liked it. Thought it was awesome. I thought looking down those boulevards would be pretty cool, you know. And of New England, and yet getting off a plane there by yourself in public, oh my gosh, you know, it's like a rat race. Not much different from any airport in California, pretty much. You know, it's a lot of ambition there. The only safe airport is probably Orlando or a Prairie Home something. I don't know even about that, but unless if someone's waiting for you, Disney or some Prairie Home companion or something. With a mullet, of course. Yes, definitely. Where's my microphone? I feel like I'm being mocked, okay? And I'll get you. Now, that's what you want to hear, isn't it? Yes. Can you say that again to the microphone? I will get you. Yes. And I only mean that to really intelligent women because I want to get you. Okay, I just want to be there. A happy home with some really qualified people and some thoughtful people. I like to chill out and maybe observe, you know. This is my sort of cafe concept. You're writing something and you're not really sure, is this right, is this wrong? You make eye contact with someone who's intelligent, who's maybe talking to, I don't know, someone you don't have to see. This is just some experience I had in a cafe. This woman, she looked like she was a professional coach and she was talking to someone. And the person looked like a farmer, basically, whose back was to me. And the woman who looked like the professional coach, our eyes kept meeting, and I kept like, oh my God, I got to change this writing. And I was writing on paper with a pencil or whatever, as I used to always do. So I would go through multiple drafts and get it right. Or I would do renditions. And I don't like to say anything that's wrong. It's not my objective or rude or offensive. Unless if you want me to get you. And I wouldn't even say that, except that's the internet, and I think, like, what the hell else am I supposed to do? People are playing a game. Every time I look at the internet or Google Discovery, there's another question. It's like, who should die next is what I think is what they're saying. Okay, I want you guys to contact me and don't play this game. Because there's an array of psychopaths waiting for an excuse. Okay, and people who aren't really informed. And some of them have the blues. And I had a few neighbors, even my brother and my dad, they all had a bunch of driving under the influence, okay? And this is, holy cow, okay? And I feel bad about Justin Timberlake getting, you know, into that club. And I want people to be safe and not to be guilt-ridden or anything like that, okay? And I don't want it to all be a horrible joke, okay? Because I'll laugh at those jokes. I will, because that's how people survive. That's, okay, and if I'm miserable, it's going to actually show through. and yet survival, okay, if that doesn't matter, then the whole world is expendable, and I just want to be in a thoughtful place.